What's happening, guys? Yeah, cool. No long explanations where I've been. Just let's get straight into the video. So for this video, I wanted to do Liverpool's best 11 for the season. Obviously, we have a lot of injuries, a lot of players who are unavailable, but nonetheless, I'm going to give you Liverpool's best 11. So goalkeeper, I think it's a tough one. I think Loris Karius has been harshly deputized this season. I don't think Moreno has done anything to warrant a starting place in the Premier League. Although Karius has been playing Champions League games, you can arguably say he's Liverpool's preferred choice in the bigger games. I don't know, maybe you can see it like that. But I think he has been harshly deputized. But for me, I think our best keeper at this moment has to be Loris Karius. At right back, we have quite an interesting dilemma, okay? So with Nathaniel Klein obviously out for most of the season, Liverpool have had to bring Joe Gomez back to right back and play the youngster Trent Alexander-Arnold. So for me, Trent going forward is a lot better than Joe Gomez. But then vice versa, Joe is a lot better than Trent, defensively. So you kind of have to give a trade-off between the two. Which one would you rather have? And for me, I would rather have the defensive ability of Joe. Obviously, I would love Joe to be centre-back, but unfortunately, because of Klein's injury, we will not be seeing him at centre-back until maybe next season. So for me, Joe Gomez has to be right back. Then the centre-back positions. Okay, as always, our centre-back pairing has been chopping and changing every week. Injury after injury, and unfortunately Liverpool spent a lot of money in the window on centre-back, so we stopped there. But I think it has to be, Dejan Lovren, the one, and the other is obviously Joel Matip. You can't really have Ragnar Klavan there as better than one or the other, and because Joe now has been pushed to right back, there's not much option at centre-back. So Lovren and Matip, the best centre-back pairing. Then at left-back, okay, this is where I think a lot of you guys might not agree with me. But for me, guys, I don't see what is wrong with Alberto Moreno. For me, he has been Liverpool's best player this season. Let's say bar Salah. He has been amazing. Really come on leaps and bounds and really taken to Jurgen Klopp's, philosophy, his tactics. And that has warranted a starting place ahead of Andy Robertson. Okay, sure, Robertson just came to the club, still learning, still adapting. But for me, Moreno's, attacking output is a lot better than Robertson. Sure, Robertson has maybe a better delivery, but how often does he actually cross the ball? That's probably why, Jurgen Klopp probably prefers Moreno. He does more in attacking third. With Joe Gomez playing a right back, he's gone to, let's say, a back three when we're attacking. And Moreno's always there as the left winger. So for me, it has to be Alberto Moreno at left back. Then the centre midfield positions. Okay, again, very contentious, and you guys might not agree with me, I think. Okay, the holding midfield position. Okay, we have to either go with Emre Can or Jordan Henderson. Okay, don't shoot me. Okay, but for me, it has to be Jordan Henderson. For me, people thought that Emre Can would come on leaps and bounds from last season. This is his breakthrough season. The season where he's going to, take that position by the horns and somehow keep Jordan Henderson out. And for me, he's done nothing to warrant that. I don't think he even warrants a starting position. So for me, I think Jordan Henderson has to be holding midfield. Sure, he's not the perfect holding midfielder. Sure, I would like him maybe not to be playing. Obviously, my opinion last season was he is our best centre mid player, but my opinion has changed substantially. But unfortunately, we have what we have in midfield, and Jordan Henderson has to be at the base of the three. Then at the right centre mid position, again, not quite sure who I'm going to choose, but I feel like it has to be Adam Lallana over Gini Wijnaldum. I just think Adam Lallana gives us, more in the big games. I just feel like he controls the game a lot more. Gini Wijnaldum, for a lot of people, he's like a ghost. He doesn't really do much. Just runs around the park, but doesn't really get the ball, doesn't do much with it. Certain games, yeah, he does pitch up. He does give a very good performance, but then other times he's just not there, non-existent. So for me, I think you need a bigger player in that position, probably Adam Lallana. Then the other centre mid position, you can't really dispute it. My feelings on Coutinho, you know, I'll put to one side, but I do think he needs to be starting. I think he's our best centre mid by a long way. Creates something out of nothing. Really a genius with the ball at his feet. Scored a hat-trick the other day. So for me, it has to be that left mid, the left centre mid position, right? Then the front three. I don't think anybody can dispute this at all, okay? From the right-hand side, Mohamed Salah. From the left, Sadio Mane. And up top, as always, the unbelievable, for me, unbelievable, Roberto Firmino. He is brilliant. Probably Liverpool's player that's probably undervalued, underrated. He kind of makes us tick. He's the one who just works works his socks off, really works tremendously hard for the ball, loses it, runs back, tries to fight for the ball again. Most times than not, does win it back. He is a monster at striker. Sure, his attacking output might not be the best, doesn't score as many goals as you hope, doesn't get as many assists as you hope, but his overall play and his contribution to our style is undeniable. He makes the space there for Salah and for Mane. And I think he's one of those players who really flies far under the radar. So far this season, Sadio Mane hasn't really done much. He hasn't really kicked on from last season, you know, and it's been a little bit disappointing. Sure, he's still a great player, still a huge threat going forward, but I still do expect a little bit more from him, let's say, going further into the season. And of course, you know, Mo Salah, wow, what a player. He is superb, and I think Liverpool will do really well to keep hold of him for a long time. I think Liverpool have to be competing in these major tournaments and trophies, you know, very often. No Champions League, let's say, next season. I think it's going to be tough to keep some of our big players. You know, those are the kind of dilemmas that we face. You either get top 4 or you don't. But with this side, this best 11, I think it is enough to get top 4. But we have to be a lot more consistent. We the last, let's say, 2 games drop points. We've been rotating a lot. And for me, I don't think rotation is the best policy. You have to rotate. That's the nature of football. But the amount that he's rotating, for me, is too extreme. I think, you know, you rotate 2, 3, 4 players per game. He's rotating 6. So those are my thoughts and my views on the whole matter. Liverpool's best 11. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think that is our best team, or is it not? Let me know down below in the comments. I'm interested, as always, to see what you guys think. And my future on YouTube, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, your guess is literally as good as mine. I don't know. Okay, but I enjoyed making this video, so hopefully there will be more content coming soon. So stay tuned. As always, thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you next time. Until then, I'll see you there.